Good morning. How's everybody doing? I hope everybody had a wonderful weekend and everybody's safe and sound and secure. Welcome back to Tarot, Oracle, and Runes. So, guys, today I was just wondering what energy is beneath the surface. What is maybe even kind of something you don't see coming, or something that's brewing underneath that's going to give us some kind of positive change in the future. And this is the Blue Angel Oracle deck, and we got Mercurius. Mercurius is a time of talking about maybe some kind of instabilities going around inside of you. And it's a challenging time to be sure, but it's also where you can experience some kind of experience where you learn something new, you figure out something, some positive comes through, something that was unavoidable. Okay, so observe this and allow everything to unfold the way it's going to unfold, and you're going to find out it's happening for you, not to you. Okay, it's a change for the better. All right, and during this change that's now this isn't going to be for everybody. Some of you may be experiencing this or sense this coming, but this is where some kind of manifestation is happening on the inner realm, but it's strong enough that it calls in the Archangel Michael. Michael just wants you to know that there's joyful empowerment coming in for you. He's coming in to protect you. He says that he's a reflection of your soul. Okay, that you are two souls within one spirit. So this is some kind of empowerment of your true essence that's going to bring you pure joy in the future when you figure something out. You're going to learn something about yourself, something about the way the energy works, something that at first causes confusion, but then brings joy as you go, oh, I got it. Oh, I figured this out. Okay, and that's why he's there to protect you and to guide you going into this, because on the other side of it, you're not going to be who you were before. Some kind of something that comes in, and at the same time, after this comes through and you integrate these energies, you're going to realize you have some kind of new manifestation gift, something that's brings abundance and joy and happiness, into your soul, something that brings you a fresh point of view to look from. So you're going to build a solid foundation from this in the future, okay, where you're going to have some kind of major expansion in the ideas of what you want to bring into your life. So focus on your goals and be mindful. Be mindful of the guidance that you suddenly start realizing is coming from within, because your intuition and your higher soul are working to bring something better into your life, some kind of energy that you can now start to see your goals manifesting. And guys, I've been talking about this on and off for the past year, about the higher self being evolved, your higher self and your conscious mind working on the astral level together to open you up in new ways with this Pluto and Aquarius energy. All right, and when you go through this new period, you're also going to realize that you have some kind of emotional debris that needs to be cleared. Oromosis talks about purification, and it talks about emotional past debris, drama from your childhood, maybe of life experiences that you still are holding within. So anything that and I just actually thought of something from my childhood that I hadn't thought about in a long time, and maybe in some ways it does affect me in my everyday to day life, even at 61. So just realize that any kind of emotional trauma that you still have within, or that you feel, or memories that come up, these are things you need to make sure you emotionally clear. Like, imagine like you've got this intense blue flame inside of you that, burns those memories, those energies from the past, and imagine that being released into the universe for the universe to take and turn into something beautiful. Okay, so this is just where everything's going to be different from this point on, and I'm not sure if this is a process that happens right away, or if it's something that you see slowly over maybe the next week. There's no timing on this reading. Some of you could have this happen within a few days. Some of you, it might take a week or two for, because everyone heals and learns and grows in a different way. So maybe you, even if you're a quick learner, a quick moving on from things, make sure you take the time to heal and cleanse this, because this is definitely a purification card. Okay, you want to purify that, any kind of bad trauma or drama that comes up from the past that you may still be unwittingly hanging on to. You want to make sure you purify that and let that go, so that a new you, a new stronger you, maybe there's somewhere in your astrological chart where You're able to take this and use the energy for your benefit, you know. So then we have the Shambhala card, and this is talking about a period of creativity and abundance, a golden era that's going to unfold for you. Okay. Creativity and productivity time where you're going to experience manifestations, visions. So stay focused on your dreams. Okay. Feel inspired, try new things, find new friends, love and creativity, whatever your heart comes up with, you know, you're going to experience joy from this. So this is a time when you're going to feel, there's going to be times when you feel like it's heaven on earth for you, okay, because of this new experience after having gotten rid of something that's been, maybe it's something that's even been inside of you for a very long time, and it's one of those last shards of disappointment, or not feeling like somebody was there for you, or somebody left your life suddenly and unexplicably, like, you know, somebody passed away, or, you know, you never got to say goodbye. I actually just thought of something else in my life when my father passed away. He went to the hospital, and he had been in there for like over a month, and then my grandmother came to stay with us, and I heard her telling a friend of mine, Robert's passed. He's gone. He's no longer here. And so she was crying, but I just kind of like stood there, and because he was a fisherman and was gone a lot, I really didn't, I mean, it took me a long, long time to process it. It wasn't really until years later where I thought about my dad. I broke down and cried like for 2 days. I think I was living in, I think this was like, oh my God, 10 years later. 10 years later, guys, I was living in Sacramento. It was the first time I lived in California. And it took me 2 days to come to grips with the fact that, wow, my dad hasn't been around for 10 years. How has my life been different during that time? So maybe even something that was unavoidable that you needed to get rid of, okay? So this is something new that's going to come in, all right? And then the Sword of Orion, it is inside of you. Whatever it is that you need to come to grips with, you are able to do this, okay? This, you know, it's in you. Whatever it is in you that you're looking for, you have the inner wisdom and the inner guidance. Just look for that, because it's going to help you as you evolve, as your higher self and your spirit evolve, and you evolve. You know, it's all a package, right? But it's all within you, okay? There's a new time coming for you. And I say that because then we have the gateway. And guys, every time I get this card, I've got to write a meditation for this, because this particular card, this gateway to a higher evolved you, always makes me think that there's some kind of meditation I should do to it. Like, this card personally speaks to me. And I was actually telling a friend that today. So I'm going to actually at some point sit down, and I'm going to go look up how to write a meditation, because I've never done one before. Not like what I'm thinking with this card. And I'm going to do some kind of a meditation. I can maybe do maybe a special thing for us that I'll put up there for everybody, that we can talk about going up this gateway and manifesting while our soul is going through these things. So this is a portal leveling up, okay, up to this golden gateway here. You're ascending higher realms of consciousness. This is a spiritual journey occurring within you right now after coming through this. Okay, it's a supportive point in your, or a very significant point in your soul's evolution. It's an initiation where you can elevate. Blessings are coming in. It's like your higher self and your spirit are, the whole inner you is evolving and going through evolution and stepping up a level. Okay, so you've come through this portal, right, to go up to this next level. Maybe there'll be new internal wisdom going on. Maybe there'll be more answers that come to you easily, along with, you know, because we also got this manifestation up here. So in some way, you are going to see a difference in the way you even look at the world, your perspective, the way things come to you. Maybe the way you meditate will change. But whatever, this brand new thing is going to lead to this new earth. Okay? And this new earth is talking about everything being different on the physical. Let me check my notes here. Know that you deserve happiness, and that everything that comes now, going into the future, is going to be better than what you had before, because we're always growing, we're always changing, we're always, you have those points where you are spiritually evolving. You always kind of feel a little different. Either you feel more settled, or you feel more intuitive, or you notice energy fluctuations more. In whatever way, you're going to notice that whatever path you're on, you are being more called to step up and lead, step up and help. It's like a new activation going on. And I feel like we're getting a lot of activations right now. I'm going to pull some of these cosmic oracle cards to see what else is going on below the surface that you might need to be aware of. But I love this new earth, heaven on earth, creating heaven on earth, like from that Work Your Light deck that I've been working with as well. Because I don't work with this one near as much as I should. But every time I do readings, they're all kind of telling me similar things of different portals opening up, different energy, higher spirit light beings coming in. I talked about that dream I had recently, right? Guys, there's a lot of shifts and changes going on with this Pluto and Aquarius. And over the next 20 years, we really are going to see a whole lot of changes. Slow but steady wins the race. They're saying it's going to be a slow but steady thing. Okay, especially in society, how governments work, how technology, especially AI, is going to work, how there's going to be medical breakthroughs, maybe new cures. I mean, who knows? Just all kinds of changes on those fronts. So let me see about some extra information. What else is going on below the surface that will help bring clarity for those that need it? Clarity on what's going on underneath for those that need it. And don't overanalyze things, guys. When you realize that you're going through a change on a spiritual level, don't overanalyze, okay? Let those energies seep in and ground you. Life can be hard and life can be wonderful. Which one are you going to focus on? So this is also about shifting your focus. Do you want to focus on everything that's hard, or do you want to focus on the better things? Even if it seems like 3 bad things, like the car broke down, the dog got sick, but when you went to work, they say, hey, we gave you a 50-cent raise, okay? So what are you going to focus on, that 50-cent raise? You're going to focus on the car broke down. Well, now I got the extra money to fix the car, right? So focus on the good things. Don't focus on the bad things. The more you focus on the positive things, the more they're going to flow to you, okay? So just realize that and go with the flow. What else? What else? What else that is below the surface that they need to be aware of? What else do they need to be aware of? A little bit of faith goes a long way. So have faith that what's happening is happening for you, not to you. Because faith is... having faith that things are going to work out for the best for you is the foundation of every hope, of every new dream. When you hope for something, hope also comes with the faith. You know what I'm saying? Because if you're starting to have new ideas and new opportunities show up for you, isn't your faith going to be, I know this is going to come through for me. I'm going to work on this. Is what I want to do. You've planned out something. You've been a little more strategical. You're focusing on the good things that are coming in, taking the acknowledgement of the bad, but realizing, how much or how little they are of importance to you, and focusing on the good things coming in and where they are in importance to you. Always focus on those good things. Okay, let's pull one more. Give yourself some credit for doing a good job at this whole living thing, okay? Not giving ourselves credit is one of those things that sometimes I've noticed that people do, or somebody does something and they think, oh, wow, I did such a wonderful, I feel so good about what I did, and even if nobody else acknowledges it, like when I worked at a particular job in the past, anytime I did something good, the bosses never, guys, they had, unless you were one of their favorites, they just didn't come up and say, wow, you did a good job. Thank you for doing that for us. We didn't even think that needed to be done until you did it, right? But they didn't. But if you did one little thing wrong, or you a minute late, or, something, you didn't clock out quite at the time you were supposed to for lunch, they had no problem coming down and berating you, rah, 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 But if the good things happen, they just saw you did, say, okay, whatever, and then they, what I mean? They didn't acknowledge it. So give yourself some credit if you don't feel like you're getting credit from the people that you feel like you deserve. Because if you went out of your way to do something extra, or even if you took the time to do an extra good job, if no one else gives you credit, give yourself good credit, okay? Everybody has their own personal experiences, beliefs, and things that they go through every day. And this is definitely where, even if you don't speak up about something that you did, right? You didn't blow your own horn. Blow your own horn to yourself. Go home and, tell yourself, look yourself in the mirror and say, hey, I did a really good job today. Okay, I did this or I did that. And you know what? Nobody else noticed, but it sure as hell made me feel better because I know I made a difference by what I did. So do definitely give yourself credit because every one of us has a light to shine. All right? Let me pull one more, guys. Remember that you can't change anyone but yourself. Okay? See this light in the background? Guys, sometimes you'll find yourself in situations where you are around people that, even if you don't personally know them, you can see people that do things, say things, push other people's buttons on purpose, right? I knew someone like that once. And you can't change them, but the only way I've ever noticed that you can really change someone is by changing yourself and then doing something in a positive way that in some way people learn by watching. So, people always watch what you do. They don't always listen to what you say. So if you see something that needs to be changed and you want to change it, be the change you want to see in the world. You can't change anyone else, but be the change you want. And maybe people will like what they see, and those that do will follow your example. Be the one to show the way, okay? So that's my last little bit of advice here for you guys, or actually the cards and spirit coming in for us. Again, thank you for all your likes, shares, and subscribes. Guys, I'm going to, I have switched up things a little bit, but we're not going to talk about it because apparently we should not talk about it. But I have some new things coming in, some new ideas, and I'm really wanting to reshift my focus to the changes that are coming, going into the future, humanitarian efforts, and how we can all be torchbearers and way showers, and how healers, mystics, psychics, psychic mediums, those with special abilities, those that want to actually, step out and be the change they want to see in the world, all that stuff coming, changing, and manifesting in different ways on the planet, in the news, going into the future, and readings on that, and readings for you guys of those of you that are going through these kind of changes. I'm just going to be going with what Spirit's talking to me about here lately. And, this here, I think, is some really great advice for y'all, okay, with what's going on underneath. All right, guys, until next time, thank you for being here.